everybody. Welcome to Studio 64. My name's David, and I've been searching the interzones for more science, space, and tech news to share with you. And I found this over at our friends at RT.com. Yes, this should be entertaining. Russia reacts to US nuclear experiments. Moscow is paying close attention to activities at a nuclear test range in Nevada, Russia's deputy foreign minister has said. Yes, ever since the 1940s, apparently, and 50s. Dear, oh dear. Moscow will not carry out tests of its nuclear weapons as long as Washington refrains from doing so, Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Ryabkov said on Monday. Ryabkov's statement followed a US announcement last week that he had performed a successful subcritical nuclear experiment at the Pulse facility in Nevada. According to the National Nuclear Security Administration, the trials allowed it to collect essential data on atomic warheads without the use of nuclear explosive testing. Oh, good. Yes. Yes. But if the Russians do it, they're bad. But if the Americans do it, they're good. I think both of them doing it's bad, if you ask me. We are looking closely at what's happening at the American nuclear test site. And of course, we register and monitor all public signals coming from the US administration in this area, the Deputy Foreign Minister said. Russia understands that such subcritical experiments are being done as part of a testing of the performance of the relevant components and systems of the US nuclear arsenal, the diplomat added. Yes, I love this. This is the article on RT.com. Poke the bear and find out why the West should finally listen to Russia's warnings. Yes, I don't think I'll be poking any bears personally, real ones or metaphorical ones. Washington has previously said that subcritical experiments are not prohibited under the Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty, or CTBT. Sounds like something you'd pay for in a horizontal refreshment contracting agency with a woman who is a horizontal refreshment contractor. Yes, good old CTBT. Which forbids nuclear test explosions in all environments. Both the US and Russia signed the 1996 accord, but stopped short of ratifying it. Our stance remains unchanged. As long as the US does not conduct actual nuclear tests, Russia will also adhere to this position, Rebuke stated. And yeah, very interesting. I think it's a, I hope they don't go any, I hope they don't escalate it any further. I mean, Russia's doing it, as we can see with the story that's down here. Russia explains renewed focus on nuclear weapons. Now the Americans are doing it. The Russians don't like it. When the Russians do it, the Americans don't like it. Let me tell you, folks, nobody in the world likes it when either of you do it. Bloody hell. However, the Deputy Minister stressed that signals coming from Washington suggest the possible further development of American nuclear weapons, including not only delivery vehicles, but also the warheads themselves. Moscow treats this information seriously and takes it into account while planning its actions. Yes, and apparently under Donald Trump, we're all going to get in a nuclear war. Fascinating. Earlier this month, Russia announced its plans to test its military ability to deploy tactical nuclear weapons in the near future. According to the Russian Defense Ministry, the exercises were ordered by President Vladimir Putin in response to the continued power politics pursued by the US and its allies against Moscow. Now, the ministry statement said the West openly declares its support for terrorist acts by Ukraine against Russia and directly contributes to such attacks. Increasingly powerful weapons are being supplied to Kiev by its foreign backers, the statement continued, singling out deliveries of US-made ATACMS missiles capable of striking targets deep inside Russian territory. Moscow's statement was preceded by a suggestion by Poland of potentially hosting US nuclear weapons and remarks by French President Emmanuel Macron about the possibility of sending French and other NATO soldiers to the Ukraine. Yeah, so when the West escalates it, Russia gets upset, and then the Russia escalates, and then the West gets upset, and vice versa, and it just goes tit for tat. It's like the bloody Cold War all over again when I was growing up. It's bloody ridiculous. Jesus, no wonder aliens don't come anywhere near us. We are childish, mindless, squabbling primitives. Fascinating. All right, one day, hopefully soon, as a species will grow up, but I doubt it. All right, well, my name is David. Thanks for joining me for another Studio 64 Science, Space and Tech News update. I shall see you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. And if you're up for it, drop a comment down below the video because I'd love to hear what you think. All right, take care. And as I always say, if you can't be good at it. And as I also always say,
my brain hurts!